We see organizations of all sizes operating hugely expensive cybersecurity investments and budgets. The investments continue to go up, but the results are getting worse and compromises continue to happen. Why is this? Simply put, organizations are not testing themselves against the very threats that they face in a routine and ongoing basis. And until you're ready to stop those threats, you don't know if you're ready to stop them for real. Hi, I'm Christian Sorensen, founder and CEO of SightGain, and today I want to talk to you about first principles. What is the SightGain readiness approach? What does that mean? How does it work? And why it's important. I want to share with you our why, what is the SightGain readiness approach, and explain to you how we can save our customers up to $100,000 every year, while at the same time increasing their performance, and probably even more important for executives, increase their confidence in how their security is actually going to perform against the threats that they face. When we go in to help these organizations, we're often testing them for the first time. Usually we find significant gaps between what they think they're doing under cybersecurity and what they're actually doing. It's important to focus on these threats and test against your actual performance. So we've been working in cybersecurity for over 20 years, from big data analytics to offensive cyber operations to cybersecurity in some of the most sophisticated organizations in the world. What we've seen time and time again is that people are just not ready to stop the things that they know they should stop. And it's important to understand how everything is working together or not, and make the adjustments that are necessary to increase your performance. So I want to share with you one story that really kind of epitomizes what we see in many of our customers. We went in to help an organization. They had fully trained team, the latest cybersecurity gear, a fully compliant system that was getting alerts from all of their technology. However, when we tested their system against the latest 125 threats that we see in the wild, they didn't find a single one. So what does this mean? This means when they have to defend for real, they actually wouldn't catch anything, even though they had made all the right investments, even though it appeared they had been doing everything right. Until they tested their readiness, they didn't know that they had a wide open gap in a wide open system. What we found is by improving and testing, we could get them much better in their performance in a short amount of time. We couldn't do that until we tested them. So today, I really want to start to break down our cyber readiness framework. What does that mean? What does it look like? How do we start to use it in terms of cybersecurity? At the fundamental level for cybersecurity readiness framework, we start with the threat. The threat's important to understand because it drives everything else. So we start with the threat, and then we see how our systems that include the technology, the process, as well as the personnel involved in cybersecurity, how they perform in light of those threats. How do they match up with the expectations that we've placed on them, as well as how are they doing to improve, and where are our gaps if we have to make investments to make things better in the future. And then at the end of the day, we can make much better decisions because we have the hard data that really tells us what performance is doing and how we can make that performance even better. So how do you unlock the cyber readiness framework? The first thing is to focus on the threat. We know the techniques the adversary is using. It's critical that we use some of the innovations that are in the market to actually test against those threats and make adjustments on the very thing that you're trying to stop. So we base all of our analysis on what the responses to the threat actually is, and how we're doing and what our performance looks like and how we can make that better. In review, the Cybersecurity Readiness Platform starts with the threat, analyzes the performance of your technology, your processes, and the people that are all joining up to make a cybersecurity system. And then from that analysis, we can make much better decisions, make improvements on a continuous basis, and know that we're ready to stop the threats that are out there. Click the link below if you want to increase your cybersecurity performance on a routine basis, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to keep pace with all of the innovations that SightGain is bringing into the market.